This segment of the Atomic Power Racing Hour is presented by Dirt Track Digest. DTD is the most popular forum for dirt track racing in the Northeast. To get involved in the conversation, visit DirtTrackDigest.com.
The Go Nuclear Late Model Series feature is complete, and there is the winner, Sean Beardsley, who dominated the majority of the 30-lap feature event for his first series win of the year. He's cleared the scales by meeting the minimum weight requirement, so all that's left to do is celebrate his impressive performance. Race officials have come by to send their congratulations, and you can see how fired up he is about the win. Let's hear from him as our Greg Byrosh caught up with Sean in Victory Lane.
Well, Sean Beardsley picked up the win in a heat race. Got a little bit different track conditions here for the feature event, but was just as fast, drove right away from him. Nice job.
Yeah, you know, it takes a lot of patience on a track like this. They ran a 100-lap race prior to us, and then another 50-lap race prior to that, so there's not much to get a hold of out there, so you got to pick your spots, and you got to make sure you hit them every lap.
Now, does that, I mean, basically, you know, when you know you really don't have anything to get a hold of on the bottom, on the top, everybody's kind of picking their own line. Does that help get your rhythm, or does that make it tougher?
As long as I was by myself, I had rhythm pretty good, but when I got up to the lap cars, which was happening pretty quickly, you know, it was a little slicing and dicing. So the rhythm here is pretty good. This track is fun to drive, and it's laid out well, you know, and you can hit your points just pretty easily.
And you mentioned earlier you had a bit of an up and down year, but you had a nice high note here today.
Oh, absolutely. You know, this will be my fourth win of the season. Of course, it's probably the biggest win of the season. And I really couldn't ask for a better season, really.
All right, well, nice job. Sean Beardsley picking up the victory here in the Go Nuclear Late Model Series.
Let's take a look back now at how this feature broke down today. Joe Hall and Adam Turner led the field to green, but the caution would quickly be out after Alan Fink caught two tractor tires and spun around after moving up on the opening lap. On lap 5, Sean Beardsley made the move to the inside of race leader Adam Turner and stayed glued to the bottom line the rest of the way. Greg Bellier used a different approach to get by Turner, though, as he kept his number 25 smooth, utilizing the middle to top line. They were battling for second as they reached halfway, but the caution flag would reappear. On the ensuing restart, after Beardsley stacked up the field with a slow acceleration, Bellier finally cleared Turner and set his sights on the race leader. It also enabled Tim Sears Jr. to drive around Turner for third place after charging up from deep in the pack. On the race's final restart, Bellier tried what he could to get around Beardsley, looking for the same success he had enjoyed in getting up to second. He just didn't have enough momentum running up the racetrack. Meanwhile, the driver of the 18S hit his marks again and drove away to the win. Greg Bellier would cross for second. After the race, he spoke with our Greg Byrosh.
We caught up with second place finisher Greg Bellier, and Greg, looks like you had a really nice car out there, made some moves, but just lacked a little bit.
Yeah, the 18 car is Sean Beardsley. He was hooked up really well, and we had nothing for him. We were just kind of searching around. I was trying to get brave enough to go way up top, and I couldn't get brave enough to go up there. I don't know if there's anything there or not, but once on that restart, I gave him everything I had, and he drove away. So we were just kind of riding, seeing if we could find some grip somewhere, but we're pretty happy with that. That's 3 second place finishes every time we've been here so far, so we're pretty happy. We'll go back and adjust on it, see if we can get her a little bit better for the next feature.
And track's slick like that, and you're rolling out onto the track, and you see what you got to deal with. What's your mindset going into a race like that?
Quite honestly, I was looking where Dale Caswell was warming up his tires way up there, going, do I dare to go way up there, or we were set up to run right through the middle of the black. That's what we were shooting for. We accomplished it. I think there was only one car that was faster than us, and we had no intention of trying to stay on the bottom because we figured everybody would be there. And you know what? It's the same track for everybody, so you just got to make your car work and do the best you can. It's not like it's the same track for all competitors, so it is what it is.
All right, well, fine second place finish once again, and good job. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody, for coming.
We've chronicled that the top two were Beardsley and Bellier, but here's the way the rest of the field broke down in our Gator News Race Rundown. Tim Sears Jr. was once again third. We'll hear from him shortly. Early leader Adam Turner was 4th, while Dale Caswell, the winner from back in July, crossed in 7th. As we look at the second page, you'll notice Canadian Matt Vanderlinden coming home with a solid top 10. Heat winner Mike Trapp did not move forward as expected. He placed in 12th, while Art Holiday rallied to finish 16th after a late race spin. This final page shows us the cars that were unable to finish this afternoon's feature. Heat winner and feature pole sitter Joe Hall faded early on before eventually falling out. Rick Miller had his nose piece ripped off on the opening lap, while Alan Fink was also finished after the first circuit when he spun coming off turn 4. Now, let's send it back down to Greg Byrush. He's caught up with Tim Sears Jr.
Well, third place finisher, Tim Sears Jr. And Tim, not too shabby. Late model events here at Mohawk treating you pretty well so far.
So far, but that's the second, third in a row. I'd like to get at least second or first, but you can't get them all the time.
Well, what was it lacking for you here in this one to try and get it to the front?
I just didn't have enough forward drive. I mean, I could spin the tires a little coming off. That's the only place they were really beating me, and I was just sliding a little far coming in. So we'll get that fixed and hopefully be better in the next one.
Well, there you go. Tim Sears Jr. got another third place finish here at Mohawk. Wants more, but hey, not too shabby.
A great afternoon of racing at Mohawk has come and gone, and tonight the trophy goes home with Sean Beardsley and his 18S race team. Sean still has work to do, though, as he and the rest of the Go Nuclear Late Model Series competitors will run a complete show tonight in an event that will be showcased on next month's Atomic Power Racing Hour. Check your local listings for those air dates when we come to you once again from Mohawk.